Hello everybody, this is already day 15 of my S-Type project. If you have watched the last part of this series, you know that I have ordered a used engine management harness to be able to interchange some plugs I've already broken on the one built into this car. This harness and a few other parts were delivered now a few days ago. So I will do a little unboxing first and then try to access and unplug the harness's main terminal that I assume to be somewhere underneath the cabin air filter. An edge of one of the mirror housings I ordered sticking out of the first box let me expect the worst, but surprisingly all the parts were quite carefully wrapped. Besides the engine harness, I ordered a replacement for the little plastic part I had to destroy when taking down the front bumper because I wasn't able to unscrew the towing hook. The trunk opening mechanism due to problems opening that in the past. A replacement towing hook in case I fail removing my rusted one. 3 replacement lug nuts just to be on the safe side. 3 of these little plastic covers that were missing when I was taking down the lower windshield panel on day 10. A harmonic balancer that looks like new compared to the one on my car. You may recognize the whole pattern is different, so I will have to check to be sure that it actually fits. A replacement for the passenger side mirror housing that I've damaged at my parents' driveway a lot of years ago. This is the housing that was sticking out of the box. In fact, there's a little bit missing from the upper edge, but this should be covered underneath the window sill, so I won't send it back. And finally, the driver's side mirror housing that broke when lifting the car into this garage. In contrast to the other housing, this is in perfect shape, but obviously the plastic surface needs a little treatment. The second box contained the engine management harness. It seems to be complete and quite in a good condition, although not better than mine, so I will probably only use the damaged plugs and put back the original one. As I mentioned at the beginning, the engine harness main plug is located underneath the cabin air filter on passenger side. To detach the filter housing, I had to take out a plastic rivet first, followed by unscrewing 3 11mm hex nuts on top. On this occasion I also removed the filter insert, which revealed another nut at the bottom of the filter bracket. The bolt of connection number 2 protruded quite a lot, so I had to use a longer socket. In the next step I had to unscrew the nut inside the filter bracket that I had overlooked before, and another one right beside this bracket. For the one inside the filter bracket, an even longer extension was needed. I was now able to remove the filter bracket and gained access to another nut that was hidden underneath there. And the second one right besides on the left. The engine harness main plug was exactly where I had expected it to be, and I decided to do a little clean up before detaching. This plug is secured with a bolt whose head is recessed, so I couldn't see or feel which socket it requires. I presumed some fancy or even proprietary style to prevent us DIYers from messing around with essential parts of the car, but after trying around with all my E-sockets, I ended up with an ordinary 10mm hex. After wrapping the plug and its counterpart with tape to prevent the contacts from getting contaminated, I realized that not far from this main connection the engine harness branches and two wires are connected to another terminal. The next step was to unplug these also. Detaching the bigger plug required an 8mm hex socket, while the smaller is the standard one that has to be released by pushing back the red plastic part and then depressing the black tab underneath. The third one is a ground cable that exits the engine compartment towards the passenger side wheel well and is there screwed to the car's body. That's it already for today. If you're interested in the progress of my project, consider subscribing. See you back on my channel next time. Goodbye.